Hello, tinkerers and engineers. This is ChrisDash. Welcome back to the Steamworks, everybody. I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I just for whatever reason, I was completely exhausted and I needed the sleep. Hello, Sedum Warrior. Welcome back to the Steamworks. Thank you for being an engineer here at the Steamworks. We really appreciate that. Yes, Sedum Warrior is our first official engineer here at the Steamworks and subscribed during the last stream a couple of days ago. For that reason, we previewed the emotes that are coming soon to a theater near us here at the Steamworks, but what we didn't preview was my new logo. And, yep, still not going to preview that. You're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait for the evolution. And by the way, Visuals by Impulse is the team that is doing my entire graphic design layout. If you want to check them out, there is a link in my panels, and that link will save you $5 either on a custom design or on one of their pre-built designs. They actually have a lot of really great Christmas-themed pre-built designs right now if you want to check them out. They're very unique, and you can get them customized at no charge. It takes a few days, but you can get all of your stream information put in there for custom use, and they'll do that for free. So on any of their pre-designed layouts, they also have what's known as a diamond package, which is really unique. It's a pre-designed layout, but it's one that nobody else will be able to use after it's been purchased. So it's a complete stream package. So if you're a new streamer and you're trying to get going, you could pay a few $100s or a couple $100s to get something that's pre-built that then nobody else will be able to use. So they've got a lot of options out there. And if you want to check them out, just use that link. You'll save $5, and actually you'll end up tossing me some points in their reward system. So other than that, I hope everybody's been having a great day. I am super excited. Maybe next week I'll get some more stuff back from VBI in regards to my logo and logo design. So I had some feedback. So I did get the first color version of the logo back last week. And I ran it by a few people, some friends and family. And there was one piece of feedback, but nothing major. Also, another thing, while we're talking about places to get deals and games and whatnot, the Epic Games Store launched, and right now Subnautica, which is a game worth $26, is free. So Subnautica is a very, very interesting game, and it looks like a lot of fun. So, of course, I got it. And one of the other things that I got was the beta version of Unreal Tournament. I was so tempted to play that this morning because I used to love Unreal Tournament Game of the Year edition as a kid. So, all right. That being said, just a reminder, that second candle on your screen represents family. The first candle represents charity, and during this week you can cheer any of your favorite streamers for 100 bits or more and be able to also sponsor a charity that Twitch is doing some work with. So that's really, really cool. Twitch will toss 20 cents for every 100 bits that are donated. But family, today is the last day we're going to focus on family. And family is a difficult thing, like I've said all week, because family, they're the people that have hurt you the most, but they're also the people that you love no matter what. Die, bird, come on. That hurts. Die, bird, die. Get ready, ready. Yeah, I managed. And now they're going to do a diving attack, which I managed to avoid somehow. Oh, great. Here they come again. Oh, great. Move, move, move. Ah! This is a weird, weird world. Ow. That hurt just a little. Alright, he's gonna soul arrow me. Did not roll in time. Keep eye and roll. Woo! Alright, let me kill this bird now. I hit your beak. Let me get up nice and close. Nope. Too close in that I got right next to this. Die, bird, die! Thank you, Sunmore. But yeah, the family, like I said, is always a difficult thing because we love them and we hate them at the same time. I mean, that's even true for, you know, relationships, like with kids, with wives, with moms, dads, etc. So what I would say is try to take some time throughout the course of the day today and just think about the positive influence that people in your family have had on your life. And my stream capture card is back to hiccuping every couple of seconds. That's great. It wasn't doing it anymore after I'd gone through the other capture card, the internal capture card not working anymore for some reason. Yeah, I don't think it's a capture card. It's because I had to use a special cable to... Alright, let me get up. No! That's not what I wanted. I wanted to kill the bird. Why can't I hit the bird? Really? That's annoying that I only get like 2 hits before I get killed here. But, yeah, such is life, you know? This is a hard fight. As is, the twin brothers. I could go back to the twin brothers. I'm really reaching the point in this game where if I don't start making progress, like I'm not gonna go anywhere because there's not much else to do. Die, bird, die! Die, demon bird! Die! Oh no! Do not kill the bird. The bird is our friend. Shut up, Doug. Alright, heal. Need to heal. Need to heal. Of course, now I can't see him. And I couldn't... Oh, come on. I rolled. We will capture the bird. No, no. Alpha, you should not capture the bird. The bird is our friend. We must bring the bird. The bird is just protecting her babies. Okay, yep. I need to work on my improv skills a bit. Not just improv, but voice acting, whatever you want to call it. I probably could have been a decent voice actor. I probably could have been. That's not what I do, but I could have been a decent voice actor. I mean, I have a decent, you know, stage presence and whatnot. Alright, let's keep going. Demon bird! Oh, come on. Really? Oh, darn you, demon bird. What? I hardly even got up. Darn demon bird. Demon bird! Ugh. Meh. By the way, Good Old Games, I do not have any special link for them or anything. I'm not sponsored by Good Old Games or anybody else at this point. But I will say that Good Old Games is having a massive winter sale right now. I got a ton of games for $6.95. I was super happy about that. They were also giving Full Throttle Remastered away for free. So that was pretty cool. Let us traverse the fog. There's got to be an easier way to take this guy out. I just don't know what it is. Ready for the dive. Come on. How is it that I can't... Ow. Not fast enough there. I just want to hit the bird. That's all I want is to kill the bird, alright? That's like... Ah, you suck. And by you, I mean... It sucks that I'm getting hit. Alright. Come on, hit him! No, not me. Alright, I gotta run. Oh, son of a gun. Alright, come on. Yeah, do the dive. Alright, hang on, I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet! Ah, you knocked me back, you stupid bird. Where's your neck? Stop! Stop doing that. I just want to hit the bird, okay? I just want to kill the bird. That's all I want to do. Just let me kill your bird. I'm sure it's tasty. Oh, gosh. Son of a gun. Alright, dive. Ugh. Alright, here we go. Alright, come here. Let me hit you in the face. Look, all I want to do is hit you in the face, alright? That's not so much to ask, I don't think. Oh, I did not just get a repass on that bird. Did I just kill it? Yeah, Storm King, die. Die, Storm King. Oh, darn it, he didn't die. No, there's a phase 2. Oh, come on. Now he's gonna be mad. He's gonna look at me and be like, what? What the junk? That doesn't make sense. I thought he was gonna be coming after me. He probably is. Ah, great. Oh, crap. This is gonna suck. I have one heal left. Darn lightning weapon. Okay. Now I'm killing... Now I gotta go after the Nameless King, which, by the way, I guess people say the Nameless King fight is easy, but the bird fight in the beginning isn't. I was hanging out with in the Octomouse Labs the other day, And I'm going to jump back to my other fight. I don't really feel like keeping on doing this. Well, let me go back to Firelink Shrine first. We're having some fun today. Man, but that was awesome. That was awesome. At least they killed the bird. At least we killed the bird. The bird died. It's just the bird's master did not. Let's see. Let's go back to the Grand Archives. See, this is not a necessary boss fight. The bird is not a necessary boss fight. This, on the other hand, is a necessary boss fight. And it's like, I'm so close to beating the game. I just have to get through this boss fight and the final boss, and I'm done. And it sounds so simple in practice. But, you know, we do what we do. Okay, turn around. So we're going to keep doing it. So today is going to be a fighting day. Whoops, I selected the wrong bonfire. I took the bonfire that was further away because I'm intelligent. Oh, I still have a sinus headache. My head is bugging me this morning. Anyway, I hope everybody else is doing well, though. Things are evolving nicely here at the Steamworks. And I think I need to get a different wired. I gotta relocate my video card in my computer rather than to try to relocate the what do you call it? The video capture card. I think that's what my issue is. It's gonna be a pain. The problem is most modern video cards take up 2 or more slot spaces. And the other problem with that is that the PCI Express 1X slot, which you need for video capture cards, is buried underneath your video card. So I got a wire to actually make it so that I could use the 1X slot. But the problem with that is that it didn't work very well. Alright. No, that's okay. I'm just gonna avoid you for a bit. Yeah, I know you don't like me being on your back. Where are you? I couldn't see where he was. It didn't let me focus on him. I knew that was coming, but I couldn't roll in time because I didn't see him. I couldn't see him! I was blind! Blinded by the light. Okay. Not a great song. We were blinded! I really hope Twitch gets me into the karaoke beta because I like singing. And I have something like between 3,000 and 5,000 karaoke tracks that I have legally purchased. Let me just make that perfectly clear. I have not BitTorrented any of my karaoke tracks. I have purchased them via CD, you know, or well, CDG or SCDG. So I have a ton of karaoke songs. Now, granted, that's not as many as, say, a karaoke DJ or a KJ might have. I've talked to people, and they're like, you only have 6,000? Oh, you can run a show with that? You need, like, 30,000 or 40,000 or 100,000. I'm like, yeah, no. I just sing with my family. That's good enough for me. Although, I have to get the Weezer version of Africa. They do have a karaoke version of that already, and I have got to get it. I have the karaoke version of the original version of Africa by Toto, but the Weezer version has the guitars in it that Toto's version does not. So I kind of like both versions. I'll obviously have an affinity towards the first version, but you know. Hello again. Oh, good. All right. Ow. Alright, I gotta get back. Heal. Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Oof. Move, move, move. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Okay, double healed. Oh, that was a good dodge. All right. I'm getting close on him. I'm getting there. Yeah! Part 1. Part 1. Oh, crap. Now I just gotta keep doing that. Oh, my gosh. That's the furthest I've gotten on this.
Oh, dear brother. I'm on my way.
Yeah, you gotta kill him now. That's the problem.
My brother. Unyielding sword of Lothric's prince.
Alright, let's watch this.
If you would. For that is our curse.
Oh, boy. Now I get to do it all again, except the younger brother has soul arrows that he shoots at you the whole time. So I gotta fight this guy over and over again just so I can kill the younger brother. That's the crappy part. Oh, and his sword gets embered. I forgot that part. Oh, crap. So I have to make sure I hit the younger prince and the older prince at the same time when I get to that phase. It's very, very hard. So this is one of the hardest. So I'm excited I made it past phase 1. You know, that has not happened before. So that's exciting. Progress, forward progress. Now I just gotta keep doing it. Hack Your Reality, thank you for the host. Thank you for inviting your friends to the Steamworks here, and thank you for becoming a tinkerer here at the Steamworks and following us. That's really appreciated. Awesome, good to see you. How's your day going? Hack my reality. Hack the planet. Hack the planet. Yeah. Woof. How's your day going? So, Hack Your Reality, I appreciate you joining me here at the Steamworks. In case you haven't seen before, my name is ChrisDash, and we're actually in the process of revitalizing the Steamworks, so I'm having a whole bunch of graphics done by Visuals by Impulse. So what you're seeing today is not my vision for the stream, but we're working on it. I game normally Monday through Friday, 5:30 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, a.m. Eastern time in the U.S. You blame Sudden Warrior. Well, you know, that does happen. Although, to be fair, Sun Warrior, I can't speak too ill about him because he is the first engineer I've ever had here, the first tinkerer. Oh, come on. Wow, I didn't even get to focus on him and I'm having to heal. Ugh. This is not going very well. Alright, move, 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 you idiot. Move. No, not fast enough. Ah. Blame Sudden. Blame Hack. Blame everybody except me. As long as I'm not being blamed, I'm happy. Anyway, I hope you're all having a great weekend, though. Sudden is awesome. Sudden Warrior and I both got started around the same time on Twitch, I want to say. Sudden, when did you start streaming? I know I started in April. When did you start? Just waiting. Sometimes the chat has a while before. Hack! Oh, gosh. But yeah, Sudden is awesome. And if you're not checking out Sudden's stream, you definitely should. Although Sudden usually plays a little bit late for me, usually 11 p.m. But, you know, hey, that's different time zones, different players. But Sudden is awesome. And Sudden is my mod by any chance. So, Hack, you better behave yourself. Otherwise, Sudden will boot you. He has the authority. It's about June-ish. Oh, he started in June. Well, I started in April, so it's still, you know, we're still pretty close. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. The arguments about being awesome. All right, look, I will agree that I am awesome. I will agree that I'm awesome if you also agree that you're awesome. And there we go. Oh, boy. You're afraid of Sudden? Ah, don't be. Look, I know the beard can be off-putting, and if you picture him with an axe in his hand, and well, yeah, he has the sword. I mean, but I mean, at least he doesn't have a battle axe. Ow. Alright, there's times you gotta keep your distance from this guy, and this is one of them. Holy cow. Oh, come on. I can't stand the fact that his attacks take out, like, half of your health. Alright. Alright, now I gotta back off. Where are you? Oh, whew. That sucked. Alright, wait. Alright, roll away, roll away, roll away, roll away, roll away! Get away, no! No, I was trying to get away with you! I was trying to get away from you! He has a sword. You gave him the sword. Yes, sword power. With great power comes great responsibility. Yes, sudden responsibility. Yes, yes, this is true. Swords are awesome things. Unfortunately, they don't work extremely well in modern warfare, but swords are awesome things. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've got this, boss. He's a pushover. Yeah, you know what? I think what I might do is I might wait until phase 2 of this fight and then Ember. But if I Ember, I have to remember to switch back. Yeah, I mean, this is the next to last fight. So some people say that this fight is actually harder than the final boss. Yeah, he's a pushover. I don't even. I am on. I've spent just over 80-something hours in this game. This is the longest I've played any single game, I'm pretty sure. I've been playing this game since July? I want to say I've been playing this game since July. Although, I did beat Toonstruck last Friday when I did my charity stream. That was fun. I did 7 hours of gaming, and I used a guide for it, but sometimes it's just fun playing the game. Toonstruck was amazing. It's all your favorite 90s cartoons, like voice actors and tropes put into a game with Christopher Lloyd. Like, oh, you had to do that the first time? Really? Oh, come on. I rolled out of the way. Yeah, this is the longest single play. No, I have not played Fallout. I don't think I own Fallout, to be honest. I don't think I even own any of the Fallout games. I do own... what are they? Half-Life 2. I have Half-Life 2. But no, I've never played Fallout. And to be perfectly honest, I've never played Fallout Boy either. 10 days of play in Fallout 4. 10 days. 10 days worth of actual playtime. Congrats. That's got something to be proud of. I got some games from Good Old Games. Yes, Half-Life. I got some games from Good Old Games yesterday or the day before that because they're having a massive sale. I do have a wish list for Good Old Games, by the way. My mom, though, my mom's an amazing person. She tried to buy me some games off my Good Old Games wish list, and neither one of us knew that that you had to check a checkbox at checkout that you wanted it to be a gift, because most wish list services, when you purchase something from somebody's wish list, it goes to them. That didn't happen for my mom, so my mom had to get a refund. Then she had to get special permission to use the money from the refund to repurchase the gifts, because they have a policy where if you haven't been a member for a certain amount of time on their site, that they don't let you do gifts. I guess it's been abused in the past, so they take a very conservative approach at times. Ah, you did the falling thing. Alright, I gotta get away. Yeah, sometimes you gotta heal. Ah, I bled him a little bit. My mom doesn't game. No, my mom... That's what made the gift even that much better. My mom doesn't game. So my mom went to my Good Old Games wish list, bought me games off that wish list, even though she didn't game, and then had to jump through hoops in order to do it correctly, because neither one of us realized you had to check the checkbox at checkout that you wanted it to be a gift. So yeah, she got me a bunch of games for Christmas, including the 3 original Tomb Raiders. She got me a couple of Doom games. She got me Worms 2, which took some... it took me a while to get Worms 2 working. You have to kind of jump through some hoops to get it working, because Team 17, the team behind Worms 2, even though they'll sell it on Good Old Games, does not... Even though they'll sell it on Good Old Games, will not support it. So for Windows 10, you have to go through all these hoops to get Worms 2 to work. But I got it working, and oh my gosh, I missed that game. I had missed that game so much, and now I'm playing it with my son, Mini Dash. The Worms and Worms 2 and Worms Armageddon are the types of games where you play and you laugh. Whether you win or you lose, everybody laughs. Like, it is just an amazingly fun, hilarious type of games. And yeah, definitely props to my mom for using that games list. It's just... no, not even DDoS box. Not even DOSBox. It's like you have to somehow get a copy of the original CD of the game. Alright, heal. Oh, that was a wrong move on my... No, it's not even DOSBox. It's like the way that the game was coded originally. I bled you. I'm gonna keep bleeding you. Okay, except for now, because right now I've got to roll away. Except that you moved. Alright, nice to meet you. Thank you, Hack Your Reality, for joining and for coming here to the Steamworks. Hope it wasn't too hot for you, because, you know, all this machinery around and whatnot. Eventually, I need to get a Stream Deck so that I could play sound effects that fit the Steamworks. Right now, I don't have that. So, but, yeah. Thank you for joining. Thank you for becoming a follower / tinkerer here. And I'm glad that you stopped by. And thank you for Sudden Warrior for bringing your friend. They probably saw what you were watching. It was like, what the heck is Sudden Warrior watching? What is this? I appreciate it, though. Thank you. All right. Just out of curious, what type of sword do you have, Sudden Warrior? Because I actually pictured you to be more of a battle axe type of person. Just based upon, you know, the facial hair and whatnot. I could imagine you with an epic battle axe. No answer. All right, here we go. Woo! I actually got through the first part of this fight today, so that gives me hope. Gives me some hope anyway. You have a few different swords. Do you have a Crusader sword by any chance? I love replicas of Crusader swords. I don't have one, but I would love to have one. Oh, you. I hate it when he teleports. I know that's like part of his thing, but I really do hate it. I did not. Thank you. Oh, ouch. You have 3 katanas. Wow. Do you know how to use them at all? Have you done like the SCA type of thing? Ooh, a Civil War. Now, is that a real Civil War saber or a replica? Did you actually like get a real Civil War saber? That's pretty cool. If it's real. I mean, if it's not real, it's still cool. But if it's real, it's even cooler. Away we go to explore the great unknown. Let's go without a care. Adventure awaits us there. That is awesome. You into history at all, or just... I've become more appreciative of history now that I'm older. When I was in high school, I really couldn't care any less about history. But like now, when you realize that history is the story of people in different times and places and not just a memorization of facts, then it's so much better when it's told as a narrative. Like when you use primary source documentation to learn what it was actually like to be somebody in the Civil War or to be somebody during the Crusades. Believe it or not, most of our Crusades, quote-unquote, knowledge came from the 1800s, and actually came not out of the 1800s, sorry, but 16 and 1700s during the Protestant Reformation time. And the problem with that is that they didn't exactly give an accurate picture of what the Crusades were like because, well, they didn't want you know, to paint the true picture of what happened in the Crusades because that would paint Catholics in a somewhat positive light, and they were anti-Catholic, so it was very interesting. And then from the 1800s forward, our scholarship on the Crusades actually has been tainted by that kind of that anti-Catholic bias where, oh, well, the Catholics went into the Middle East and they killed all of the people there, you know, when the people there were really good people. And it's like, no, they had been invading the land, and the only reason the Catholic Church had the Crusades happen was because the help was requested from people in that area. And it was actually seen as a pilgrimage. It was actually seen as a holy thing to do. And that was the attitude of the Crusaders at the time. They had to spend their entire family fortunes to go out and go on the Crusades. Now, that's not to say that bad things didn't happen and that people didn't take advantage of the situation, but it is to say that the majority of Crusaders did not end up rich and wealthy and pillaging the lands of the Middle East. That's just not the reality, but that's the reality we've been sold. That and the, of course, quote-unquote blood, you know, ankles deep running in the streets, which is a physical impossibility. There is no way that during the Crusade times that they would have killed that many people. I'm just saying. But, I mean, all the history, though, Civil War history, World War history, this stuff is important. The evolution of our society and knowing how we evolved as a society and how we're de-evolving as a society. You bugger. I'm gonna bleed you. I want to bleed you. Thank you. Oh, crap. Well, I bled him once. I bled him. I'm gonna bleed you like a stuck pig. Wow. I didn't do terrible on that accent, actually. Not quite the one from Lord of the Rings, but close. That was good. I don't often pat myself on the back, but I was actually kind of impressed with my own voice making there. I try to be entertaining. Meanwhile, the gears and machines crank on behind me. Stuff blows up every now and then. You know, that's how it is. I'm telling you, though, I don't know if my stream design will be complete by Christmas. I hope it will be. I really, really do. The goal, their internal goal, was to get the stream design done by the 17th of December, but also this has been a big time of growth for Visuals by Impulse in that they just launched, for those of you that use Slobs, and I do, for those of you that use Streamlabs OBS, they just did an app store, and VBI, Visuals by Impulse, has a system that allows you to build out graphics and alerts and everything right directly through Streamlabs now, and it's pretty impressive. And they're constantly adding new designs, so it's they've been dealing a lot with the support for that over the past. You know what? Like, I can't stand you. You suck. Oh, I did not move fast enough. So, Visuals by Impulse has had a lot going on, so I understand it taking a while. And that in design takes a while. If anybody that anticipates that you're going to give an artist, you know, what you want, and they're going to get it done in a day, nah, that's not going to happen. And if you expect you won't be paying for it, yeah, that's not going to happen either. Unless you have a friend that is an artist that really is willing to do the work for free and is willing to take feedback and stuff without getting frustrated, then you got to pay for good design. You do. It doesn't matter who you go with. You can go with Queen ISA. You could go with Visuals by Impulse. You can go with any designer out there. The fact is, if you want good graphics and you want good design, you are going to pay good money for it. Anybody that tells you otherwise is just trying to sell something, aka Fiverr, where you get, you know, you spend $5, quote unquote, on something. But it turns out they're using, you know, elements that they've used with other people, and it's not unique to you. Or they don't give you the source files. So, yeah. Oh, thank you for the lurk and the follow, again. But like I said, good graphic design costs good money. And takes a good amount of time, you know? But doing my research, it's just I decided to go with Visuals by Impulse because it's not just like one person; it's a team of people, and that way, you know, I never feel like it's like you know, my thing is dependent on one person. Actually, the cool thing is they assign you a project manager. That's because you subscribed earlier. That's why. You actually subscribed earlier when you were here. Or not subscribed, you followed earlier. Oh, there we go. Oh, your bot followed. That's interesting. What? I didn't know that your bot followed me. So you have you, and then you have a hack bot. That's awesome. So I have a bot following me. You know what I have to do? I have to add eventually the hydrate bot. Yay! Oh, okay. So your bot will recognize me. I've got to follow you as well if I'm not following you already. Let's see. Huh. There we go. I'm just jumping onto Twitch on my computer here. Haha. I follow you. I stalk you. There we go. There we go. I followed you. And that's cool. And now I'm running to fight this boss again. This stream is going to be like an hour and a half of fighting the same boss over and over again. I did get past the first part of it today. Yep, not a problem. I try to be on Discords and to watch other streams when I can. Unfortunately, it's like when you see, so I'm married, I have a kid, and I work full time, and so trying to make the time to stream and to watch streams and do all the stuff that I want to do is extremely difficult. That's why I stream so early in the morning, so I don't impact my work life or my family life with what I'm doing. You bugger. Where are you? Thank you. Oh, that was cheap. That was so cheap. Your sword is too big. Ah. I will kill you again. I will kill you again. Especially because I'm able to bleed you the more that I hit you. Eventually I bleed you out. But the problem is that then I have to fight him and his brother. Which becomes very difficult. Now some people might ask, why is it that I don't ember and give myself the big, like, you know, the big health bar? And the problem is that what you find is that the big health bar actually doesn't help all that much. Because they just take out a bigger chunk of your health. That's all it does. At least in my opinion. Like it, and then you don't heal as quickly when you use your heals. It is hard to find time. Well, and so it's hard to find time, but you have to make the time. And, like, you have to, like, in order to save up for the graphics and everything, I actually sold stuff on Craigslist to save up for the graphics that I'm doing. Like, that's what you have to do. And it's not easy. And it's like, oh my gosh, you know, on a regular basis, I have a few, yeah, well, it's, no, it's not a chore. It's just that if you want to get better at something, you've got to work at it. It's not, oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Yeah, the Stream Decks, I gotta get the Stream Deck at some point. And the bots, yeah, I've got to remake my bot because I'm using the Streamlabs bot right now. And the thing is that the Streamlabs bot is not as robust as the actual... the Streamlabs OBS bot is not as robust as the actual Streamlabs chat bot. So I'm going to get that going again. I'm going to start using my chat bot again in the background. I like my chat bot. I named him Gerald. Yeah, I really want the Stream Deck at some point because I really like the idea of being able to play sound effects at a button. I don't know so much about this, like if I'll need yet the stuff like where I could switch scenes. I don't have an issue switching scenes, you know, through Streamlabs OBS, but the sound effects and stuff, it makes for such a more dynamic, experience. There, I just turned on my chatbot, my old chatbot, Gerald. And Gerald is connected. Good. Yeah, touch of a button transitions are nice, but the ability to sort and play through sound effects that are relevant, that's even better. Yeah, I know. Hey, Arnold. That was one of the most offbeat and awesome shows of the classic Nickelodeon era. And it really, the 90s were the best era of kids television. I mean, think about it. You had the Disney Channel with like DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. Stoop Kid. Interesting fact: Stoop Kid was voiced by the kid that played Bobby Budnick on Salute Your Shorts. In case you didn't know that. Oh, you're gonna kill me quick today. Yep. Yep. Same actor. But yeah, the 90s was a heyday of animation in terms of kids animation and of course adult animation, in that the kids animation oftentimes had a lot of adult content that the kids just didn't get. So like when I watched Rocko's Modern Life as a kid, you didn't catch the thing about like Rocko being a phone sex worker as a job at one point. Yeah. So but like here's the thing. We're seeing a resurgence in that. Heifer, yep. Good as new. Rocko's Modern Life. Rocko's Modern Life. But it was just this very offbeat type of time, and it's starting to come back. The sad thing is, though, that when major corporations find a method that works, they generally start to stick with it. So that's why you notice, what has the symbol of Nickelodeon been for the past 2 decades at this point? It's been SpongeBob. SpongeBob has been the, it's been the life of SpongeBob on Nickelodeon, because that's been their, entire marketing and their entire, everything was all SpongeBob. It's all SpongeBob all the time. And they haven't, you realize that, like, they actually got pitched Happy Time Adventures or Adventure Time, sorry, whatever it's called, and they turned it down. And now Cartoon Network has this amazing, you have got to stop doing that. I'm just gonna like sit here and hit you a while. Where are you? Thank you. Did I just get a riposte on him? I did. Holy cow. Alright, I gotta back up for a second here. Oh no. Ed, and Eddie. Dexter's Lab and Cow and Chicken. Yes. And Cow and Chicken, the primary voice actor for Cow and Chicken, Charlie Adler, I believe is his name. He was also in Rocko's Modern Life as Ed and Bev Bighead. And he did a bunch of other voices too, like the boss at Conglommo. He did that voice too. So there are a lot of different things. Voice actors, they're all over the place. For example, I bet, now this takes a little bit of a moment to come into realization with, but my mind was blown when I found this out. But the voice of Stimpy is the voice of Doug. Yep, that's right. The voice of Stimpy is the same as the voice of Doug, is the same as the voice of Fry from Futurama, who also does, what's his name? Zap Brannigan and Zap Brannigan's little alien friend. All one guy. Also Zoidberg. Also Professor Farnsworth. Yeah. One guy does all those voices. If you want to see a voice actor with a huge resume, yeah. If you want to look up a voice actor with a huge resume, though, look up Frank Welker. Do me a favor. I know you're watching my stream, but go to IMDb and look up Frank Welker. If there is not a cartoon in your life that he's done a voice for, I would be surprised. No, I just want to kill you. Uh-oh. Well, at least he didn't do the stronger attack. Okay. How is it that the minute that I go to hit you, you decide to teleport? See, I've been getting better at this, but it's still a hard fight just figuring out all the timing on it. Anyway, but yeah, look up Frank Welker. That guy has been in more cartoons and movies and stuff as a voice actor than you will ever be able to picture. Also, some of the Disney voice actors as well have been in a lot of stuff. Jim Cummings, for example. A lot of voices from Jim Cummings. You got Tigger, you got Winnie the Pooh, you got Darkwing Duck, I believe he did. He also did the singing, part of the singing voice for Scar in The Lion King. So the original voice actor of Scar did some of the singing, but they mixed it with another voice actor because he couldn't quite get it 100%. So that just gives you an idea of, like, magic that gets done behind the scenes. I mean, we all know sometimes they substitute singers in cartoons, but, I mean, this is a mixed job between two actors singing. As much as I give Disney crap about not being able to be original or come up with anything authentic anymore, they do hire really good people. And they do a great job of editing stuff together behind the scenes for the most part. That being said, man, they're killing Star Wars. Stop killing Star Wars. Stop. Please stop killing Star Wars and actually make stories that focus on characters and plot and stuff. You know, like, you're doing okay with Marvel. Like, how is it that they can, like, make 100 million Marvel movies I'm just trying to kill you. Uh-oh, where is he? Oh, come on. Yeah, R.I.P. Star Wars. Really, like, it's so sad. It's so sad that you have such a great property. You have such a great franchise on your hands. And you know what? People thought that the prequels were bad. And you know what? They weren't great. They were not great movies. They really weren't. The prequels were not great movies. But the prequels are better than some of the newer movies. And yeah, I'll say that. I think the first of the new movies wasn't terrible. The second of the new movies, not The Force Awakens, but the Last Jedi, there was just this point that it reached that I was like, my suspension of disbelief is gone here, and you're not developing these characters in any way. You're just like having them go on side adventures that actually aren't developing them as characters. They're not developing. They're just like, yeah, well, it's not just the fan base. It's that I think that Disney is running out of the ability to create new and dynamic stories. I mean, look at what Pixar's been doing. Now, don't get me wrong, Incredibles 2 was amazing, and I heard that Wreck-It Ralph 2 was also amazing. But Toy Story 4, I'm sorry. Toy Story 3 had the perfect ending. And this is, to me, the fact that there's a Toy Story 4 is the equivalent of there being an Indiana Jones 4, which I pretend doesn't exist. And sadly, they're coming out with another Indiana Jones in the next, like, 2 or 3 years. And I'm like, you can't keep doing this. Like, come up with something better, please. I am gonna die so hard right now. Yep. But, like, and it's not to say that we haven't always stolen or borrowed, rather, content from other places. I mean, Shakespeare gets borrowed all the time. Fables get borrowed all the time. Archetypal type of stories get borrowed from all the time. This is true. Look at Romeo and Juliet. How many different versions? You know, you had West Side Story. You had all sorts of different things. And it's like... But now it's so blatant. At least when they've like if you look at West Side Story compared to the first Romeo and Juliet, yeah, the circumstances are pretty much the same, but it's told in such a different way because it uses music and because it uses a different cultural dynamic, and it uses they even changed the story a little bit. But now it's like, yeah, let's come out with the 15th episode of this movie. It's like Fast and Furious. Fast and the Furious needs to die. I'm sorry, it just needs to die. When you have 8 to 10 movies in a franchise, it's time to die. It's like the horror films. All of the different horror films that started in the 80s that Wes Craven started, or Wes Anderson? I forgot who it was. But basically, all of that. Oh, that was... Thank you for the early opportunity, buddy. He landed on me. Dang, I was getting through him quick, though. I got him through half his health. Yeah, Saw needs to die. There are so many movies that they're literally just remaking the same movie over and over again. Yeah, you add some new ways of killing people or some new gruesome effects. Look, get over it. Like the Harry Potter movies, I can understand because it followed the line of the books and No. All right, we got to be careful with the Alien series. I thought Alien and Aliens were really good. Alien 3 was not a great movie, and it's a good movie, but it's not a great movie. And the reason it's not a great movie is because the person directing it didn't even have a full script because they kept changing it on him, and then the studio kept putting pressure on him. Alien Resurrection, take it or leave it. Believe it or not, Joss Whedon wrote Alien Resurrection, but he also said that they killed it in the execution of it. But the Prometheus, no. Prometheus, I like a fan edit of it better than I like the original movie. And then, what was the second one? Covenant? Covenant, I think, was better than Prometheus, but it's still just... I think that what they do is they just go for the gross factor as much as possible. Like, at least for Prometheus, that's the way it felt to me. Covenant was much better. At this point, I'm just watching them because I want to see how they link it together to the original. Alright, I am so gonna die very quickly here. Where is he? Alright, heal. Hi. Thank you for that delayed attack. This guy is hard. But yeah, I think that the entire movie industry, I mean, you're starting to get some, like, you're getting some unique films out there occasionally. So we definitely do still get unique and excellent stories. But because they're buried amidst the, consistent remakes or extensions of stories, Oh, the Z-Quill challenge. That sounds good. Yes. I'd like to go back to bed right about now. But got up at 5 in the morning on a Saturday. But hey, get some sleep. It's been great talking to you. Escape from Tarkov. Yeah. Go for it. I've never heard of Escape from Tarkov. How can I shoot screen? Oh boy. You'll be here. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. Just got off work. Oh. What do you do? Anything exciting? So I do a combination of training and business analyst. It's I like the business analyst side better, but because I've been with my company so long, I'm kind of am a de facto subject matter expert. Oh, you're an officer. Oh, well, thank you for what you do. At least what I do doesn't put my life at risk. Oh, come on. Oh, that's great. Yeah. I've heard that is not exactly an easy... I wish I could just go up and kill the younger brother, because when you kill the younger brother, the older brother dies. Ah, not fast enough. But, like, I wish I could just teleport up there somehow and just kill the younger brother. Yeah, fun times. But, hey, I just never understand the mindset of certain criminals. Like, you're getting pulled over for a traffic stop. The officer doesn't know about the drugs in your trunk. Unless, like, your car blatantly smells like drugs. Just stop at the traffic stop. Get your ticket. And then go on your way. Don't pull out a gun and shoot at the officer. Like, what is wrong with you? I mean, don't do illegal things. But if you're going to do illegal things, don't be stupid. You know, like, I can't stop people from doing things that are illegal. I can't. You know, I cannot. It's impossible to stop people from doing things that are illegal, even making them illegal. That's why, like, people say, all right, we're going to ban guns. Well, fine, ban guns. But the fact is that people are still going to get guns. I don't care how many security things you put in place. There's always going to be a way. And so my attitude is, look, I understand laws exist to keep people safe. And some laws are bad. Some laws are very bad. For example, I think some of the drug laws in our country are absolutely ridiculous. I really do. But I'm not going to go and pick up various illegal drugs just because I think that the drug laws in this country are bad. No, I'm gonna, you know, go through other legal means to lobby, you know, my congresspeople and write to them and tell them that I think it's stupid that they have certain drugs as a Session 1 drug to where you can't even do experimentation on it. Like, why would you make it so that you can't do scientific discovery on a drug at least? When meanwhile, your legal drugs, the opioids are killing people. The legal drugs are what are killing people these days. Everybody's still, like, in my state, marijuana is not legal. So it's like people in this state argue about marijuana being bad. And, like, you turn around. Well, I think, yeah, weed should be legal, in my opinion. And also, I think that certain hallucinogens, certain psychedelics should be legal. Because if you look at what MDMA, LSD, and magic mushrooms, so to speak, have done in clinical trials with post-traumatic stress disorder victims, oh my gosh. But no, we don't care about the actual health benefits or the fact that those drugs aren't you're not able to get hooked on them. No, we don't care about that. We are not even going to allow research on them. We're not going to allow people to even investigate them, even though similar drugs have been used by other cultures for centuries and centuries. Meanwhile, we'll allow people to make things like fentanyl, which are killing people. There are drugs we've developed in a laboratory that they've discovered that if somebody were to concentrate it and were able to create a weapon out of it, it would kill people. I saw something on Dig the other day. It's like, you know, fentanyl, if you came out with a large dose of that and just, like, sprayed it in an open population, it would kill people. But no, you know, that's okay. We'll just keep developing this stuff. Why is it that you could teleport in the middle of your attacks? Like, that's not even fair, because then I can't even get a hit back on you. Alright, I gotta get away. I've got to get away. I'm not fast enough. Yeah, dead. Alright. But yeah, I normally don't... Well, this isn't even political at this point, though. Like, I'm not making a political rant. I'm not talking about politics. I'm just talking about stupidity. Human stupidity. And once again, like, you know, the fact that criminals do things, you know, like, I've heard very smart people that have actually come out of prison reformed say to other people, you know, it's your brain that got you into this, and you really think that you're going to be smart enough to get out? like, it's no wonder why the repeat offender rate is so high, because one, you surround people with other people that have done dumb things and think that they're smarter and have a better plan so that they'll avoid getting caught. Well, that's one problem. But the second problem is that our prison system doesn't actually work to reform people. Our prison system doesn't help people to, I don't know, get over addictions. It doesn't help people to learn job skills. It doesn't, and of course our laws getting out of the prison are even worse, because guess what? Oh no, I know it's necessary. I'm not saying it's not necessary. But let's say you do your time and you actually come out an improved person because you realize that you did something wrong, but then you try to get into the workforce. Guess what? You try to get into the workforce after being in jail, and it's darn near impossible, because legally people can ask, have you gone to prison? And it's like, oh, this person's been to prison, they're not hireable. And it's like, well, no, they are hireable. You're not giving them a chance. Just because somebody went to prison does not mean that they couldn't have improved and aren't looking to be better. All right, I'm gonna get away. You know, and that's the other thing that ticks me off, is that, you know, even if somebody did improve and did everything that they needed to do to start a new life, they wouldn't be allowed to, because they ask on every single job application, have you ever been convicted of a crime? Have you ever been to prison? And the minute you check that checkbox, you know that that resume goes in the trash. You know that's what happens. And I'd like to give people the benefit of the doubt and treat people like human beings and say, you know what? We all make mistakes and do dumb things. And what I would say to the person is, look, you have the skills that I need. I'm going to hire you. I know you have a past. Don't make me regret your past. That's what I'm going to say. If I was running a business, I would want the best person for the job, even if they made mistakes in the past. But nope, we're not going to do that. So we're going to give people minimum wage jobs that they can't even afford to live off of, and then question why they go back to illegal activities to try to make money on the side, or to try to, you know, it gets ridiculous. But the way that criminals treat cops is just as dumb. I mean, you know, like, there wouldn't be as many arrests, and the police would not be as trigger happy if people, and I'm not saying all police are trigger happy, but I'm saying there are some police officers that are trigger happy because their friends have been shot. I'd be trigger happy if my friend was shot. You kill my partner, you kill somebody in my division, yeah, I'm going to be a little bit trigger happy in that neighborhood. Not because I'm biased towards the people in that neighborhood. It's more because I know that people have gotten hurt. I don't know. It's just hard. It's just hard where we live in a society where there's no common sense. Yeah. There's no common sense. And for the poor officers, yes, we do unfortunately have a stereotype that we apply to people. And that's a problem nationwide. That's not just a problem with the police. Okay? It's a problem because even within the media, Hispanics, you know, African Americans, everybody is portrayed with a certain personality or a type. And then we question why it is that we have these ingrained biases. We have ingrained biases against African Americans, Hispanics, Asian people, and whatnot because we perpetuate the myth. Ooh, you're rating an EFT. But our media perpetuates it. So we say, oh, this is the stereotype. I mean, look at the movies that come out. Look at comedies especially. And you look at comedies and you look at the stereotypical African American portrayed in comedies. And they're always the drug addict. They're always the person that's getting high. They're always the person that's using slang and this, that, and the other. But that's not the typical person. But that's how we portray them, and then we wonder why we have stereotypes. We wonder why racism is alive and well in our country. Well, racism is alive and well because we perpetuate it. Stop doing that. Portray people normally. Like, portray people as people. Don't include the stereotype. Heal. Alright, I gotta get away. Gotta get away, gotta get away, gotta go. Ah, so close to beating him the first time. I knocked him down, I bled him. Darn you. But yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, occasionally I go on these rants and, you know, but they're positive in that the changes we need to make is we need to start treating human beings like human beings. And we also need to start realizing that, guess what? Not all drugs are bad things. And like I said, even the hallucinogenics, if you're in a controlled circumstance, if you're at home, and I've never done any of these drugs. Why? Because guess what? I believe in obeying the law. Even if the law isn't exactly right, I'm still going to obey it because guess what? It's the law. You know, I don't do illegal things because they're illegal. But at the same token, that doesn't mean that I agree with the legality of things. I'm not going to take the situation into my own hands. But I mean, at least make it so that you can research the effects of these drugs on people before you flat out up and up ban them. I mean, you didn't bother doing that with any of the opioids. Good for you. There were no long-term studies done on opioids. And then, of course, the drug companies tell people, oh, yeah, no, there's false addiction. Give them higher doses. That'll help them with their false addiction. Like, what? And they get a slap on the wrist. Like, why do you... Alright, I gotta get out of here. Oh, wow. Did not move fast at all there. But yeah. So to those officers enforcing the law, God bless you. I mean, it's what you have to deal with both in terms of your ingrained biases, you know, society biases, and dumb people. And that's really what it comes down to, is dumb, selfish people that are more willing to take a life than to face consequences for their actions. I don't know how you do it every day. I really don't. And I don't know how you deal with the heartbreak that you see every day with families, with domestic disputes and all of that. I mean, what you do is not easy. And yeah, you could say what you want about traffic stops and, you know, pulling over people for going over the speed limit. But, yeah, that can be annoying. But you know what? The speed limit is a law. It is a law, you know? So you gotta obey the law. That's just the way it is. We have laws to protect people. And then we have people to enforce the laws so that people are not hurting each other. That's really what laws are for. Anyway. Back to the twin brothers fight, which I've been doing 90% of this stream. But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. A lot of what we do in the world today does not make sense. It doesn't. And that's, again, not taking political sides because I refuse to, because both political sides are extremes and they're getting to the point where they're insane. Well, actually, they've been insane for a while. Now they're running the asylum. Wow, that happened fast. I've been getting better at this fight. I actually took him out once today. I actually got through the first part of the fight once today. I have to admit I'm getting better. I'm getting better all the time. Yeah. I like singing. but I can only sing in 5-second segments because otherwise you get accused of copyright, which is another broken American institution. Copyright. Yeah. Nothing going into the public domain until this year. This upcoming year, we're finally getting some stuff going into the public domain. Hooray! From like 1922. Yep. You have Disney to thank for that, by the way. Disney and Sonny Bono. Yep, let's extend the life of a copyright to the life of the owner plus like 75 or 80 years. It's ridiculous. If I make something, I want my family to be able to profit off of it for, 25 to 50 years after my death. At that point, if my son is in his 80s or 90s and is, not making money off the stuff that I made in my lifetime, I think I'm okay with that. If he hasn't led a good life and isn't providing for my grandchildren or great-grandchildren at that point, no, that's on you. I'm not going to let my work sustain, because people could do better things with my work, if I let them. Oh, that did not work. I gotta get away. Gotta get away, gotta get away, gotta get away. I gotta heal. Thank you. Alright, I gotta back up. Gotta back up. Up. Oh, come on.
But you may rest here too, if you like.
I was gonna go heal. Boo. This is the hardest fight in this game. This is the hardest fight in this game. I'm convinced this is the hardest fight in the game. 100% sure at this point. I mean, I'm having fun doing it, and we've had some interesting conversations this stream. But you know what, like, that's part of the thing. Occasionally we go on rants, it just happens. It's okay to rant occasionally, just not all the time. Hey, I'm a fairly positive person, I wouldn't call myself a quote-unquote positivity streamer because I can't act as if, my life is perfect and that, everything's positive all the time because sometimes it isn't. But I consider myself an optimist. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing this game still. My gosh. My gosh. Alright. Let's keep going. This is how we do it. Alright, time to back up. I just happened to move at the right time there. Did he just glitch or was that me? Oh, come on. I rolled out of the way of that. How dare you? No, that's okay. Yeah! Phase 1 done. Phase 1 is done. Woo! Here we go. Now comes the fun part. You're still here? Yeah, I got this. Yeah, I'm gonna... Can I skip the cutscene this time? Oh, gosh. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh, those dumb little soul arrow things. Oh. No, I had it. Sort of. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need to stop. So here's what I need to do. I need to lock on him occasionally, but I need to unlock when I'm right near him so I could just stay next to his side and hammer on him. There's my old chatbot back. I like my chatbot. Gerald is awesome. I still have some things that aren't quite working right with that chatbot. Even I've got to expand Gerald's capabilities. I do have some sound effects. If you do exclamation mark SFX, but they don't really fit the Steamworks. I've had to go back and like kind of redo them so they're more appropriate, that they fit better. I kind of just picked some random ones that I liked. Wow, it's almost 7. Been playing for a while. Might need to stop. I did do a 7-hour charity stream last Friday. I was impressed I survived that. It was fun. Played Toonstruck. Toonstruck is a great game. If you like adventure games, at least. Alright, now I've got to move. Oh, you sneaky son of a gun. Ah, boo. I was so close to it. So close. So I'm figuring out the technique is you need to focus on him at times, but then when you're close to him, you need to not have the lock on so that you can kind of just walk around him and kill him. Because he can't hit you. If you're close and you're on his right-hand side, he can't really hit you. The problem with his brother coming into the mix is that his brother has these soul arrow things that they will kill you very quickly. And that's one of the problems, is that you have a harder time getting close. You always roll to the right? Yeah. This is a hard fight, though. I mean, this... If I will say this, I will openly state this. If I can beat this fight, I can beat the final boss. Like, if this is the fight in the game that determines, you know, that determines whether or not you have the tenacity to get through the game. The other one that was like this was Abyss Watchers. Abyss Watchers for me was like a test of endurance. Those are the two fights I'm going to recommend, or that I'm going to state, you know, are the more difficult fights. So this is, yeah. So like initially I want to focus on him so that when he shows up to the side I could still see him. Oh, that was just crappy. Alright, I gotta get away. Gotta get away. No. No, thank you. I have to heal. Thank you. Alright, now I'll roll towards you. Oh, you sneaky son of a gun. Come on. Alright, no, keep going. Hi. Oh, that was bad. That was a bad move on my part. Oh. Oh, come on. I just wanted to heal. So I'm finally finding a groove on this guy that's working for me. Finally. Using my bleed sword. You gotta use the bleed sword. Alright, so I think I'm going to try one more time and then we're going to wrap things up for the day. Wonder if anybody else is playing out there. I don't know if there's anybody I'm gonna raid. I might. By the way, my streamer friend Ms. Groke over the next week or two has been, or well, over the past week and next week is raising money for a cat shelter charity in Sweden through her stream. So if you want to check her out, please do so. That's gonna be Ms. Groke, Ms. Groke, MSGROKE. Check out her stream sometime. Check out her on Twitter. And help save the kitties. Help save the kitties! Alright, and now I'm going to unlock. Wow, that didn't work that time.
You may rest here too, if you like.
Dang. Alright. So I think we're going to wrap things up for today. Let's see. Let me go on to Twitch on my stream computer over here and see what's going on. What's up? Who is on that is streaming right now that we might want to toss a few viewers to? Okay. Ooh, Digital Psychosis. Digital Psychosis is awesome. If you like Star Trek, I almost said Star Wars, and I'm like, nope, no, it's Star Trek. Digital Psychosis is the man. And also, he's playing Kingdom Hearts. So, I think we'll raid him. All right. So we're going to raid Digital Psychosis. I do want to thank all of you for being so dashing and joining me today. I do have to dash off. Thank you for being here at the Steamworks. Thank you for all the people that became, that became tinkerers and engineers. I had a credit roll set up in my previous, darn it, I had a credit roll set up in my previous stream setup, and I haven't set it up here. But thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Hack Your Reality and Sudden Warrior. And we'll see you next time here at the Steamworks on Monday. Take care. We're going to go ahead and make that raid. Let's do it. Raid!